Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wandering Podcast, where we take advisement from outside the box. I'm Rihanna, your host. I'm an intuitive, sexuality, and authentic expression coach. Are you an accomplished professional who plays the part of having it all figured out? Who's strong for everyone else but feels lonely, misunderstood, like you can't tell anybody the truth about how stressed you are, how not passionate you are about your life and all that you've created? I guide my clients to deep, lasting fulfillment. I re-engage them with their bodies, their pleasure, their desire. I help them align to enjoy fulfillment and prosperity in all areas of their lives. Today, my guest is Kijuan Amey. He's a motivational speaker, a wounded warrior, a man of God, and a man of passion. Thank you for being here today, Kijuan. You were in the Air
Like,
Force from
yeah.
2011 to 2021
Mhm.
and major polytraumatic injuries in a motorcycle accident. Um, Tell us how you know, began the journey. How did you decide to go into the military? Then, you know, who were you as a child that made you want to become a motivational speaker and kind of walk us down through that path?
Okay. Well, first off, thank you for having me here, Rihanna. And I truly appreciate you allowing me to bless the mic with you. First and foremost, that United States Air Force thing, yeah, that was like a last resort kind of thing. I necessarily didn't want. I'm not gonna say it was the worst thing, but I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
yeah, I was actually, wanting to go to school. I played sports in high school, middle school, growing up as well. I've been involved in sports since I was 5 years old. So I was hoping to do something like that in college. Unfortunately, I had an admission hiccup when it came to, the paperwork and things of that nature when you're applying for college. But that's here and gone now. It's kind of crazy how that happened. But growing up back in 1990s, I was an outdoor kid. I I didn't like being in the house. I still don't like being in the house.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I still don't like being in the house. I'm looking to go places all the time. So, you know,
Yeah, same
um,
here.
yeah, so I was, I had, well, at that time when I was younger, had two other siblings, and I say that because when my mom got married, uh 12 years after I was born, she had another child. So I think it's 11 or 12 years after I was born. So that's why I say two other siblings. I had an older brother and a younger sister, and we enjoyed being outdoors. Now, me and my brother were mostly hanging out together. My oldest brother, we were hanging out together, and my sister sometimes she would hang out with us, but she would, be gone to, her friends' houses or what we call the country. Um, so it was one of those types of things where, man, I'm looking for friends knocking on my door or I'm knocking on theirs. Hey, are you guys able to come out? Or hey, is Kiwan able to come outside today? One of those things. If I was done with my homework, I'm good. If I'm not in trouble or on punishment, I'm good. You know, stuff like that. And, as I got older and learned how to play video games, that might have been the only reason I was invite you in my house was to play
Yeah.
video games. That's it. And hopefully to beat you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, age 5, I started out bowling.
Okay.
Most people look at, especially young men, they look at them as starting out in maybe soccer, football,
Right.
things like that. Maybe some basketball, but you're really just running around when you're playing basketball that young.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so you might as well do something where you're really able to run around. That's soccer and football. And so, anywho, I was bowling at the age of 5, and I think I finished, or not really finished. I never really gave it up. But as far as the league that I was in, I think I stopped around either 13 or 14, somewhere around there. So I
Okay.
bowled from 5 all the way up to 13, 14, because I started taking football and track more seriously.
Mm.
and wanted to, stay involved in those. And I mean, I fell in love with football. Track was just more for me to stay in shape. And
Okay.
I also loved jumping. So I did a
Okay.
lot of the jumping events such as high jump and long jump.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
so
I
cool.
did. Yeah, yeah. No, trust me, I loved the long jump. That was my favorite. I
Wow.
I literally used to somersault out of the pit. So when I would, run and jump, if you land and fall backwards, they mark you where you fell backwards.
Oh,
But if
right.
you fall forward, they land, it's wherever your feet landed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I kept wondering why they kept marking where I fell back. I said, no, my feet right here. Like my
Yeah.
footprints are right here. They're like, no, we gotta go off where you fell. And I'm like,
Wow.
what? And so I asked my coach why they kept doing it. It's like, no, you gotta fall either to the front or to the side. You can't fall backwards, brother, because they're gonna mark you the furthest point back towards the board. So
Oh,
yours truly, Mr. Athletic, is now running and doing somersaults out of the pit. And they're like, did he
that's a
just
good
do a front
strategy.
flip? It was an amazing one. And it gave everybody something to look at.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not only running and jumping, but I'm giving you a show at the same time.
That's very
So,
creative. I love that.
yeah, so I'm literally doing a front flip when I land. So I land and front flip. And they're like, why do you keep doing that? I said, because they're not gonna mark me back. I want every foot and inch that I got from that jump, okay? So I think
Yeah.
my longest jump was somewhere around 23 feet. It's pretty long and that's high
Wow.
school. Yeah, that's high school, so that's pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was that was my favorite. I did do hurdles when I was in middle school, but when I got to high school and they raised them up, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm done." Because they raised them
Wow.
up like two
Yeah.
clicks
Yeah.
for the men. And I'm like, ah, no, I'm done.
Yeah. I was not good at hurdles.
I've seen somebody trip over him. The craziest thing? It was actually one of my ex-girlfriends. I was at her track meet. And we went to two different schools. So I was at her track meet and I was like, oh yeah, let me go root her on, cheer for her. And I'm just standing there. Crazily, I'm standing right at the finish line and she's doing the 100-meter hurdles. And she is actually right there neck and neck with the girl. The last hurdle, she trips.
Oh, oh no.
Hear me clearly. The last hurdle, she trips. I said, "Oh no." That's it. Now you see what you saw what I just did.
Yeah.
Literally what I did was put my head down, just like that. I just put
Yeah.
my hand. Said, "Oh no." Because first off, it hurt my heart that she tripped. Secondly,
Yeah.
I'm like, she was so close to winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, God, that sucks. But that's the way things happen. And anywho, moving forward, my other passion you can see behind me is those beautiful red things over there in the corner.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
drummer,
Okay.
and I've been playing those since I was 7.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, that's that other passion that I have is music and sports. Okay. Those are
Yeah.
my favorite. So I still play till today, as you can see. They're not just pretty ornaments, by the way.
Yeah.
I I've actually won awards playing
Oh,
drums.
wow. That's
Hmm.
amazing.
Yes, yes. And recently, not, in years past. I mean, like this year.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, yeah, this year I've won 2 awards. I'm hoping to win another one. But they're not gonna grade that one until the beginning of next year. So I won't know until next year whether I
Oh my
won
gosh.
on the national level or not.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's really exciting. I'm a singer, so I'm
Oh, awesome. I sing
super
a little bit.
passionate
I sing
about
as well.
music. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
So th
You
so
you wouldn't be
then
the you wouldn't be the singer Rihanna, would you?
no.
He's like, no, I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you were all about sports. You were really active and involved, high energy, music, musician. Then you go to try to get into college. There's a paperwork fiasco, and so then you enlist in the Air Force. Is that how that
Yeah,
happened?
that's exactly how it happened because um I have quite a bit of family who were prior service. So
Okay.
and I also at the time had a cousin who was in the Navy when I was going to enlist. And so I thought about doing Navy because I had somewhere around six family members who have been Navy or
Hmm.
either were Navy at that time. And so that was what I went to, I guess you say enlist as, and a seaman. That's what they're called, a seaman or a
Yeah.
sailor, however you want to phrase it.
Yeah.
Um, I go and talk to this recruiter for the Navy, and they can thank him later whenever they like for why they didn't get me. But he talks me out of joining the Navy.
Oh,
Now I
interesting.
won't. I'm not mad at him. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
why. It's not because of how much fun I had in the Air Force. That's not why. I actually didn't want to join the Navy. It's because I'm not that. I mean, I like water, but I'm not that big a fan of water.
Okay. Yeah, that
You
would
know what
be
I
a
mean? Like
yeah.
for me to get in and out of a pool, I can do that on my own. I can't get out of that ocean by myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
little
So,
scary.
and
Yeah.
they're on those boats for like 6 months at a time.
Yeah.
Depending on how bad it is, it could be up to a year, maybe longer. I don't want to do that. That's not what I
Yeah.
want to do. I want to
Yeah.
be able to fly this plane, and they say, "All right, we need to land now because we're running out
Yeah.
of gas."
Yeah. It's a shorter term.
Yes,
Yeah.
so much shorter. I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I've only been in the I think the longest flight I had in the Air Force for one time, not hopping, but just one flight was 12 hours, a little over
Wow.
12 hours. And yeah,
That's long.
it very, especially
Yeah.
when you're in the same spot and you don't go anywhere. I was doing
Yeah.
this. We're just doing this, turning circles in the air. And I'm
Oh my
like, can we go
goodness.
home now? And they forgot about us. That's the
What?
crazier part is they forgot we were even still there flying,
Oh,
and we were
wow.
like, hey, for example, Exxon, you guys got any receivers for us? And they're like, oh, we forgot you guys are even there. It was like, I looked at my pilots and I'm like, wait, did they say that for real? I said, did they just say
Wow.
that out loud?
Oh my gosh.
I said, we better go home before I get an attitude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, that guy taught me how to join in the Navy because I was trying to get figure out how to get my schooling paid for because you know about the GI Bill and all that stuff
Yeah.
and the government can pay for all of that and they also have their own academies where you could
Hmm.
go like the Naval Academy, Air Force Academy and West Point for the Army.
Hmm.
But I was wanting to do. I didn't now if I could have done the Air Force Academy, I would have. But I didn't want to go to what would seem like military school for 4 years. I didn't want to do that. I think the 8 weeks sounded better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that sounded just a little bit better. And then
Yeah.
you go through lighter school for like I think I went for another 8 months or so, 8 to 10 months or something like that. I said I think that's a little bit better than 4 years.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, uh, I chose the route of going to the Air Force because he was not telling me the answers that I wanted to hear when it came
Mm.
to asking about schooling. And I asked him twice.
Hmm.
Not leave, come back, ask him twice. I'm sitting there at the same desk like we're talking right now, but actually in person. And he's not answering my question. He keeps talking about jobs. I know you need a job in order to be in the military.
Right. Right.
Sir, can you please answer my question?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't. And I lied and said I had to go pick up my sister. And I didn't have to go pick her up, of course, but it was a good lie to get out of there. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I literally walked out of the Navy office, made a left, made a right, and went straight into the Air Force recruiter's office.
Oh, okay.
I did not even leave the building.
Okay.
Like literally the
And
same day. And so I walk in there. This is how I knew I was in the right spot. On the wall in the Air Force recruiter's office was like a pennant, and it said Community College of the Air Force. I was like, huh, that might be a sign.
yeah.
That might
Yeah.
be what I'm looking for. So I go in a little further and I turn right. There's nobody in this recruiter's office. The other one in the Navy recruiter office, there were other people in there. But nobody was in there except for the two recruiters. That's it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, that's it. This is perfect for me." They're like, "How can we help you?"
Yeah.
And
Okay.
they even felt more welcoming versus like the Navy guys was me on. I don't speak sign language, do you? You know. But anyway,
No.
that's how that happened. How I got into the Air Force.
Okay. Okay. And there, from there, you had a traumatic, not plane accident, but motorcycle accident. So tell us a bit
It's
about
funny you
that.
highlighted that too. Yeah, it's funny how you highlighted plane accident because that's what I thought it would have been. I was on a really old plane in the military. The plane that I was on. Now remember, you just said I was in there from 2011 until 2021. This was not a
Mm,
long time ago. This
yeah.
was only a couple
Oh,
years ago,
right.
just shy of five
Right.
years.
Wow.
That plane, by the way, still flies, and it was built in 1956.
Wow.
I'm gonna say that one more
Dang.
time. It was
Yeah.
built in 1956. That thing's
So
over
it's
70
like
years old.
70 years old.
It's
Wow.
over 70 years old. So let's just think about that real quick. I was on a plane that old, and it's still flying.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's barely flying. It's flying like a tank, literally. It
Wow.
is well made. The Boeing knew what they were doing when they made that one.
Oh my goodness.
Now these newer planes, I don't know what they're doing.
I,
I tell you what I think. This is what I said, and I even said this when I was in the Air Force because they got a new plane from Boeing and it's having problems. But what I said was, I said they're trying to put too much technology into it and forgetting to make it fly.
right. Yes, I've been hearing that recently about
Yeah.
all machines.
Yes. Stop putting so
Yeah.
much technology into it and make it do what it's actually made to do, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And so anyway, yes, I did, however, have a motorcycle accident on May 5th, 2017.
Okay.
So this is over 8.5 years ago. God, it seems like it was just like yesterday. Sheesh. I guess because it's so traumatic, but that
Yeah.
literally seems like yesterday for me. But yeah, 8.5 years ago. And I was, I had to work that night for the military. And so I went, but I also had my own business at the
Mm,
same time. So I was
okay.
actually doing some photography that morning. And as I got done with, finished up with that, I went to go to one of my little relaxation spots here in North Carolina in Jordan Lake. That's what the place is called. So one of my little relaxation spots, I looked down at my watch and, oh, I gotta go. You know, it's about time for me to head to work.
Mhm.
Take off on the bike, no problem there. And as I'm on the way home, this Honda Accord pulls out in front of me from an intersection. Why? I don't know. Have no clue why he did this. Um, I kind of don't want to know
Mm,
and the reason I say I don't know is because there were two cars behind him at the same intersection now. that saw they put this in the police report that they saw me coming, so they don't know why he didn't.
Oh,
That's what they said. It's not what I said. This is
right.
on the police report from my accident. They saw me coming, so they don't know how he didn't.
Wow. Hmm.
So, I mean, I didn't necessarily have a court case because that was an easy shut and
Wow.
close, open and close case right there because of what they said.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and it's so unique because I don't understand like everybody and I get it. Everybody wants to be messing with a phone or have some kind of distraction or whatever it is. But I hate to say this, but I've even seen, well, I didn't see it, but my mother, as we were riding down the highway after leaving church, Lord knows, there were two lanes, a two-lane highway going one way and two coming past us. But anyway, we were behind the car and they just kept swerving. And so we're like, God, we got to get around them. And
Yeah.
so as we go around them, my mother happens to glance over to the right and look in and see what they're doing because she thought, maybe they're messing with their phone or something. This lady was literally painting her fingernails on her steering wheel.
What?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I guess she just needed some ruby red. I don't know, but see, these are the things that irritate me. Why are you doing this now? Did you not
Yes.
know your nails were bad before you got in the car? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like those are the things I'm like, they're gonna have to drive too, right?
Right. Well, I saw a woman reading a book on the freeway.
Oh my
It
God.
was on her steering wheel, and I was like, uh,
Look,
you
this can't
cannot
be
be
good.
looking at the road very much if otherwise you're going to keep losing your spot on the page. What is the point? Like,
Yeah, like what?
this is not
There's
a
no
good
way.
idea.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was listening to the little beeping noise. They have the lane keep noises where it's like
Oh,
dee, 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 dee. And she's like, oh,
oh,
let me move over.
yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
listen to me. We've
yeah.
got to stop this, okay? There are too many
Hmm.
distractions out here. And I am the first to advocate for getting rid of these distractions because of what happened to me. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It forever changed my life.
yeah. So
You
tell
know,
us, all the things that happened, and
yeah.
and I don't really understand why you didn't have a case other than like it seems like the guy should have seen you and therefore he would be at fault and you should have a
Well, no,
case.
no, that's what I mean by there was no case. It was opening and closed because it was clear he was in the fault.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I mean by that.
Okay.
So it was clear he was wrong. Um, I definitely got, compensated for the
Oh,
accident.
good. Okay.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is he couldn't have said anything that could have
Okay.
helped him.
Got it.
He couldn't have said
Okay.
a word that could have helped him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and so anywho, I had to be life flighted to UNC Hospital here in North Carolina, where I spent the next 2 months in the hospital. The first month was in a medically induced coma.
Wow.
So yeah, I remember nothing from it. People told me a lot about it, but
Wow.
I don't remember nothing. Uh,
Wow.
I remember how much I fought people from what people told me.
Hmm.
Um, I remember how much I hated that blood clot shot from what people told me. Oh, and
Ooh.
after because I still had to get it once I came out of the coma, and that thing burns.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that thing burns. That shot is terrible. I was like, forget this shot. Let me just stand up and walk around or something.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Why can't I just move my legs and stuff? Help me. I don't want this shot.
Oh my goodness.
That's how bad it was. And I talk about that in my book. Don't focus on why me from motorcycle accident to miracle. I talked about that shot. I literally talked a nurse or whatever she was out of giving me the shot.
Wow, really? I didn't even know about these shots. Like,
Yeah, Yeah, they got, listen, they have everything, especially for people who can't. Because I was immobile. I broke both of my
Yeah.
legs, my spine. I was literally incapacitated because they had me in a medically induced coma, so I couldn't do nothing.
Wow.
And when I came to, sheesh, trying to do something was hard too. Because when you have surgeries that insert titanium throughout your body, it's not the easiest to come back from.
Oh, I can not
I have two
imagine.
metal plates in my head. I have two rods and 12 screws in my back from L4 to T2. I have a metal rod in my for my femur, which is the largest bone in your body.
Yeah.
My left tibia, which is your shin bone, is a whole a rod as well. So that's a titanium rod as well. I don't know if the fibia on my right leg is a rod or not. I think it just healed by itself because it wasn't that
Okay.
bad. But I do have a pin or screw, however you want to call it, in my right foot, and now it's a
Oh.
whole different size.
Oh my
So
goodness.
my left foot is a 10, size 10 men, and my right foot is an 11 in men.
Wow.
I was like, what?
That's so
Thank,
you have
thanks
to
a lot.
order, you have to get special shoes or you
Yeah,
go and take
I
one.
do. I go to the podiatrist and they give me customized shoes. I have so for going to the gym, they thank God they gave me some Brooks running shoes
Okay.
for the yeah, they're pretty nice. And then I have some custom made shoes. They're called I don't know, I guess this is just the brand that they use. It's called Answer 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so but they both feel amazing on my
Oh.
feet. And my sole, the insole, the actual insole is customized to my foot. It's the actual form and shape of my foot. I did not realize how high my arch was.
Uh,
Now, I knew I had a high arch, but I did not realize how high it was.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty high.
Yeah, I have a friend who worked for a podiatrist and it was surprising how many people are not wearing shoes that are good for their feet that are like we all just think we can go buy whatever, but
Yep.
yeah, it causes a lot of pain and a lot of
Hmm.
injuries and
Yeah. Yeah. I know because like see, so I have a high arch. My mom has no arch. She's flat-footed. You know what I
oh,
mean? So that's why I have to make sure I'm not just, oh, mom, those are nice shoes. I should get some.
mm,
Whoa, she's flat-footed. You can't wear
right,
the same shoes she wears. You know what I mean?
right.
So she tried to wear some of the shoes. I had these Nike Huaraches back in the day. They were all white. She loved the way they looked. But on her feet, they sucked because she's so
Um,
flat-footed and it's got a high arch in it.
yeah.
And yeah, and I was like, I mean, it felt fine to me. And she was like, they hurt my feet. I don't know why. Yeah, so
Wow. Wow. So then did you have to do physical therapy? Like,
oh
and
yes. Oh
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I did. I had to, of course, do it in the hospital, literally learning how to walk all over again.
Mm,
Um, gosh, my the harder I think so there are two factors in learning how to walk again, well for me anyway, that played a huge part. First off, learning how to walk and you're well, this time I'm now probably like skin and bones at this point.
yeah.
Because I've literally been bedridden for over a month. So I lost all my muscle, by the way,
Oh my
which
goodness.
sucked because all I used
Yeah,
to do is work out. I used to work out all the time back then, especially. Now, don't get me wrong, I still work out. I mean, you probably tell, but don't get me
yeah.
wrong. I used to work out a lot more back then. I was like 185, 190 pounds, whereas now I'm like 240.
Okay.
But the difference is I used to run.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
really get out and run like I used to now, with all the injuries and not being able to see stuff like that. It's not, I can't just take off running. I might hit something.
Right. Right. So you have
But anyway,
all this metal in your body and then
yeah. So I'm trying to walk. But oh, the second thing that I was gonna say, that was the first thing, being
okay.
heavy and trying to walk again. So there's one thing to learn how to walk when you're a baby and you're only like 20 pounds, maybe.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother thing when you add 120 to 130 pounds to that and you're trying to walk
Oh
again.
yeah. Yeah.
Like that's a whole different factor. And so
Right.
now the second thing is my right foot was stuck in like a arched position. So if your foot is supposed to be like this, my foot was stuck on the ball. I
Oh,
had to literally walk on the ball of my foot, on my right foot,
wow.
for I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 months
Yeah.
because
Oh my
I
goodness.
was still doing physical therapy to get it to flex back upward because it was stuck in
Wow.
that flexed down position. So even now, it's still not able to flex like it used to. It's still not able
Yeah.
to, and it's been again over 8.5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So that was a huge thing as far as walking. Uh, I did, however, set a goal of when I wanted to be walking by because I believe in setting goals because it helps you get over procrastination. It helps motivate you, things of that nature. And so
Yeah.
my with me waking up in June of 2017 and learning how to walk, once I got home, which was July of 2017, I told myself I wanted to be walking by my birthday without any support. Like, so I went from a wheelchair to a walker to a cane. And those are all, aids for helping me walk. So I said I didn't want any of those aids by my birthday, which is November 22nd. So I have
Oh,
from July until November 22nd of 2017 to get this done. That was my goal, my window. Well,
wow.
I beat that goal by a month. I was able to
What?
walk without that in October, without all of it in October. I was walking again
Wow.
without any support. Yeah.
Okay, so you understand motivation very well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So becoming a motivational speaker, like how did clearly you had a certain kind of mindset and attitude so that, you weren't like feeling sorry for yourself and, you know, you don't recover a month early by having being down on yourself and hard. So tell us about the journey. Tell us about the emotional journey of this recovery
Oh man.
process.
The emotional journey? Oh, that's a grenade. At first it rolled in on the floor, but eventually
Yeah.
explodes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so so at first, the hard part was me finding out that I was blind.
Yeah.
I can do a lot with my body, but when you took my sight away, that was a whole nother story. Like that's a
Yeah.
whole different aspect. I can still do a lot of things, and I do. I do still do a lot of things. But sight is really one of those things that's like you so it's kind of hard to talk to put it into terms that I'm thinking of, but just imagine if you closed your eyes right now, like if you just closed them right now, and then when you reopened, you saw nothing else.
Uh,
I'm just saying, just imagine that because that's what happened to me.
yeah. Yeah. No.
One moment I'm riding a motorcycle, the next moment I'm waking up in a hospital, not able to see anything.
Oh my God.
It was not gradual. It was instantaneous. I had so much damage to my eyes, ruptured globe, damaged blood vessels, like it's so much stuff that happened to my eyes that it's like, and the crazy part is everybody's like, well, is your optic nerve still intact? Yeah, but everything else is gone.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You
not the
know?
only piece that matters.
Yes, exactly. I was like, yeah, but everything else is gone. Like, so, it's one of those things where you're like, holy crap. First off, how did this happen to me? Secondly, it was like because I knew I was a safe writer, so that was the hard part
Mm.
is convincing myself, Kijuan, it's okay because it wasn't your fault. Like that was the hardest part.
Oh,
Trying to
yeah.
convince myself. I ain't convincing nobody else in this room. I ain't convincing
No,
you. I'm not convincing. I gotta try to
yeah.
convince myself
I can
that
totally relate to that because
that you will
I
be
was in
okay.
a
This was not your fault.
Yeah, I was in a car accident and it was same thing. Like it wasn't my fault, but like he was having an aneurysm, so he shouldn't have been driving.
Oh,
And so came and hit me on the side. I tried to get
mhm.
away, didn't work out. Rolled on the freeway, slid on the roof, walked out of it with my baby daughter with
Wow,
no physical injuries.
wow.
But I was so stressed from the fear of the whole thing,
Hmm.
like I almost lost my daughter. I almost,
Yeah.
died. And the whole blaming, like I kept replaying it over and over. How is this my fault? Is it? Is it? Am I?
Hmm.
Did I? Could I have done anything differently? It's
Yeah.
it's strange how even when it's clearly not your fault, you
Hmm.
keep questioning that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for sure. So, I mean, I just kept having to have a talk, with God. I was like, listen, why did this have to happen to me? For what? What is your purpose in doing that? Like
Yeah.
I was so distraught, so
Yeah.
upset. Because I had first off, I was in the military, but not only the job I was doing was amazing, but I was getting ready to commission and become a pilot.
Oh.
Yeah, I was finishing my degree so I could become a pilot.
Oh.
And I told you I had my own business
Mhm.
and I was still playing semi-professional football at the time. I'm doing
Oh
all this
my
at the same time.
goodness. Wow.
And you're trying to and I have to convince myself this is not your fault. But why?
Yeah.
Why did it
Why?
happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, when I tell you, like, just it was just so gut wrenching, so like I just like my heart was just ripped out of my chest. Now what do I do? I thought I was doing everything right. I had this, I had that. It was set up to do this, set up to do, but now I have nothing, and is what I felt like. I feel like I had nothing.
Yeah.
I literally lost everything, my apartment, my car, everything, motorcycle, everything, girlfriend, gone, everything.
Wow.
And everybody's like, well, did you have kids? I'm like, I'm thank God I didn't. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's just so when you that's why I say when you talk about the emotions, it's literally like somebody wrote a grenade in and just everything just blew up.
Yeah.
Because that's really how it felt when you start to think about it. And that's why I had to continue to take myself out of those thoughts. My thoughts go crazy. I mean, I don't know how you think, but
Oh yeah. My
when I
thoughts are
start thinking about stuff, my
not
thoughts go
kind.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
they go crazy,
Yeah.
and so I had to constantly take myself out of those moments, whether that was listening to music,
Hmm. Hmm.
having people come to the hospital to see me, to the house to see me, and
Hmm.
gosh, like I just mentioned earlier, when my girlfriend when she left me, oh, it was back to square one almost.
Yeah.
It was like I had to start all over again. Like with
Right.
my mindset, I had to start over. I'm like, what did I do to deserve this?
Right.
Like now, now I go from trying to figure out how I deserved this accident. Now I gotta figure out why I deserve to be ghosted
Oh my gosh.
because this was not a breakup. This was a ghosting,
Wow.
like a
Just
phone number
gone.
change
Wow.
type ghosting, like a I don't talk to you anymore, like a
Yeah.
oh you're married now, like that kind of thing.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I was like, what did I do?
Yeah.
You know, it, it's just one of those crazy things. You tend, and this is why I do my best not to dwell. Because when you dwell on the past, it's almost like you don't have any methods of moving forward. So I do
Yeah.
my best to relinquish those past, well, do my best to relinquish any thoughts of those past moments or try to step over them so that I don't get stuck in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you're stuck in it, it does not help. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help them. It doesn't help anybody.
Yeah. And they keep coming back and like in spiritual journeys and therapy and all the, emotional, when we're talking about overcoming challenges, we know that one of the things we have to do is feel our feelings, and that can help a lot, but you kind of have to feel the feelings like every time. It doesn't mean that the thought's never going to come back again
Mhm.
and that you're not going to feel upset. But it is like you have to practice feeling the feeling and then allowing yourself to move forward. Because if you keep refusing and shoving the feeling down, then it's gonna just build and
Mhm.
heighten and
Oh yeah.
have more power over you. Whereas if you just allow yourself to the thoughts there, I mean, sometimes we can, before the emotion grips, because this is like it's a body-based thing that happens where the thought and the emotion and the physical sensations, they all kind of loop and they reinforce each other. Sometimes we can catch that thought really quick before the emotion grabs hold, and we can just keep moving and be like, let that thought pass. But there are times when it grips and the emotion starts and the sensation starts in the body, and the best thing to do right then is to let it be there, like sit there with it, let it, because it's usually over within 90 seconds. But if the emotion starts and the sensation starts and it's gripped and you try to shove it down, it's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. So
Hmm.
it's a wild thing to navigate. It's a practice, right? And it's probably a daily practice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so then, you're dealing with all this loss. I mean, do you ever get the answer when you ask why? Do you ever feel like you have clues or keys or whatever, or how are you navigating it?
Well, I mean, now it's different, but that
Yeah.
was just, those moments back then
Yeah.
when
And you think
back in
it's all over,
2017, Yeah,
right?
yeah, back in
Yeah.
2017, that was some hard moments.
Yeah.
I couldn't and I'm stuck because I can't
Yeah.
get out by myself, you know what I mean? Like when I was first learning how to walk and stuff, I, I couldn't just do that stuff on my own. I had to
Yeah.
have somebody near me, somebody, especially at first when I was transferring to wheelchairs. Oh, I'm not trying to fall. So
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
somebody there with me.
Yeah.
All that stuff, and after a while, man, I told my mom, I said, "Hey, mom, watch this." And she was like, "What?" I said, "I'm gonna run down the hallway and I'm gonna run back." She's like, "What?" And so I did. I took off running down the hallway and I turned around and came back. And she's like, "Huh?" I said, I've been practicing."
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that day.
Yeah.
Things like that, even when I was in a wheelchair, I made it fun.
Oh, okay.
Because it was
So,
it was a bad time, but
yeah.
I'm gonna make the best of this crap. Hey, you could come in and you could be have your own pity party, but I didn't invite you to one. You invite yourself
Yeah.
to a pity party. So
Yeah.
I didn't send you that invitation. So when people would come to the house to see me and I'm sitting in a wheelchair and they're like, "Man, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing good. Are you okay?" You know, they're like, "Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm all right." I was like, "Oh, okay." And so I'd be sitting there talking to them and popping wheelies in my wheelchair.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, you better stop before you fall back." I said, "I can't. I got these stoppers on the back." They was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Yeah, nah, that's why I just keep playing with it. Well, at least I gotta have some kind of fun in this wheelchair because it sucks."
That is so important. Like
Yeah.
playing and making fun, like having fun. It's so
I,
easy to go into a spiral of depression if
yeah,
you can't
yeah.
do that.
I had to find a way back to me.
Yeah.
I'm very playful. I love to have fun. I love to laugh. And
Yeah.
trust me, people that know me know I love to laugh. I
Yeah.
don't care where I am. I could be at home. I could be at a family function. I could be at church. You're going to hear me laugh at some point. And it could be in the middle of a service. I'm going to laugh at some point. So,
Yeah.
so it's just one of those things. I had to find my way back to me. And that was
Yeah.
being fun, being exciting, encouraging, all these things that define me. And I had to say either I can allow what happened to me to make me bitter
Mm.
or better.
Oh,
That's the only way I could go. It's either bitter or better. There is no in between.
that is so true.
Hmm.
I love that. Wow. So what are some of the okay, so you can walk, you were able to
Hmm.
run. I mean, that's
Hmm.
amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually snowboard.
Really?
Yeah, I ski. I ski. I've when was that, 2 years ago? I went to Stowe, Vermont. There's a ski
Okay.
resort in Stowe, Vermont. And I went skiing with the Wounded Warriors Project.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and I'm getting ready to do another trip in next year in March. So 2026, I'm going to Montana for another ski trip.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
And winning awards for drumming and doing all of
Yep.
this with limited sight. Do you have
Yep.
limited sight or total blindness?
Oh, I'm total.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Because you said
I'm
you woke
going
up and saw nothing.
nothing. And I'm doing a 5K next year.
Wow.
I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tie me down. And they tried that. I got loose. So,
That's so true. People do. People around you that care about you, love you, they think the best thing, tie this one down.
mm,
They're gonna hurt themselves. And that's not how we bounce back and achieve
mm-mm.
great things and have fun and joy in our lives by being
Yeah.
protected and tied down. And I mean, those things are actually, that's what kills you.
Yeah, yeah. I just keep I won't say redefining, but I do, just want to say I continue moving forward. I don't want to be stagnant.
Yeah.
When so I told you I played sports since I was 5.
Yeah.
Well, I've skied, rock climbed, um, done tandem cycling, rowing, powerlifting, air rifle, archery, and bowling.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't stop.
Yeah.
I don't stop. I've also shot basketball before too, without sight.
Wow.
And hear me clearly, because I know everybody's like, well, anybody can shoot a ball. Yeah, but did you make it? I made 3 baskets from the free throw line in a row now. I had not picked up a basketball since the accident. I made 3 baskets in a row, nothing but net.
Wow.
Didn't even
So
hit the
how,
rim.
what do
Nothing
you
but net.
attribute that to? Like your other senses, muscle
Y-
memory, like how?
all of it. Look, all the above, because I needed it all.
Yeah.
I needed it all. Like, so what happened was the young lady, she took the basketball and she hit the rim. So I was already at the free throw line, standing there facing the goal. She took the ball and hit the rim 3 different times. She's like, I'm about to hit the rim now. And I was like, okay, boom. And I was like, okay. So that kind of gave me my alignment to
Yeah.
square myself. She hit
Yeah.
it, boom. I'm like, all right, it's a little bit of distance. And then she hit it, boom. I was like, okay, bam. I know where to shoot. And she would walk up and hand me the ball. I did not move. Only thing I did was hold my hands out because I don't want to move my alignment.
Ah, right.
And so all I did, I didn't even dribble. I just went down and came up and I shot the ball as probably as robotic as you can to
Yeah.
make sure I didn't mess anything up, you know? And I
Yeah.
wanted it to look almost like a Steph Curry shot. I wanted it to be so robotic, that it's gonna look the same way every single time. Like, that's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Ooh," I said, "What? Was I close?" She was like, "Close. You made it." I said, "Oh." And she's
Wow.
and she's like, "You want to try again?" I was like, "Heck yeah!" So I tried again. She was like, "Okay, come on now." I was like, "What?" She was like, "You made it again." I said, "Oh snap!" She's like, "You want to try it again?" And I almost said no because I didn't want to ruin my streak.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was like, "Come on, do it again." I said, "Ah, all right." So I shot it again. She was like, "Ah!" And I made it one more time. And she's like, "Come on, you want to keep shooting?" I said, "Nah, three is good enough for me." That's
Wow.
that's the last time I shot ball. But yep, I made all three in a row.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So where do people find you? Like, where do you speak? Where to tell us about your book?
Yeah, so first and foremost, you can find me at ameymotivation.com. That's AMEY motivation.com. That's my website that you guys can go check out. It does have a link to my book on there, but you can also find it on Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and Apple Books. Audible and Apple Books are the audio version, and then you can also book me on that same website. There is a book me link on there. But what's not yet connected to my website, which I need to get done soon, is my new podcast, guys. I just released it. It's
Mm,
called No Sight, No Excuses. And you could search that on all major platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, anything you can find it on. Go look for it, and I'm sure you'll find it. Again, it's No Sight, No Excuses.
no sight, no excuses is the podcast. And then the book is Don't Focus on Why Me. I love that
Yeah. Oh,
title.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh, we can all get caught up in that. Like, even if something's a small thing that happens to us, but what's gone, what you've gone through has been just tremendous. And
Yeah.
yeah, so if you can not focus on why me, then with
Hmm.
the many little daily challenges the rest of us are facing, I think we can figure out how to do that too. And maybe it's by reading your book, but certainly from hearing from you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you will definitely get some nuggets out of that book because every chapter I leave a nugget for you.
I love that.
Mm.
Okay. So is there anything, I mean, there's so many things you're working on, right? You've got a 5K coming up, you've got
Yeah.
a possible another drumming award.
Hmm.
Is there anything that we didn't talk about that is coming up for you?
Let's see. No, right now, no, it's all past.
Yeah, we got the podcast, the
It,
book, the ski
yeah,
trip
everything is
coming
passed so
up.
far. The
Yeah.
things that are coming up, I've already mentioned, and there are things that are in the work in progress, but I can't release it
Okay.
yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, just stay on the lookout for my web on my website.
Awesome. Cool. And do you have is there a way for them to hear from you on a regular basis?
Absolutely. I mean, other than, checking out my social medias,
Okay.
and the
Yeah.
podcast, listen, those are the main ways to find me because I'm always, posting stuff.
And what's
I do
your
stay pretty current on there.
handles? What are
Yeah,
your
it's just
handles
my
on
first
social
and
media?
last name, Kijuan Amey, on everything, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. You just search my first and last name, it's pretty unique. So you're not gonna find too many. But if you look for this bright, sunshiny face with some shades on, you're gonna find me.
Yeah. And Kijuan is spelled Kijuan and
Yes.
Amey Amey. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, I like to ask if there's any last message you want to leave the audience with. Um, I mean, I think we covered a lot, but if you have anything you want to leave us with, uh, go ahead and let us know.
Yeah, for sure. This is something everybody can hold on to. I walk around with this quote all day. And I'm sure you guys will understand that I really do after hearing this podcast. But when someone tells you you can't, show them why you can.
Mm. Mm. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we need to do is like finding our why, being really
Hmm.
connected to our why. And sometimes we can lose sight of it. So if you lose sight of your why and you've got you're surrounded by naysayers, people who are trying to protect you, usually, show them why you can. I love
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's so awesome to have had you today, Kiwan. Thank you for being here.
No, thank you so much, Rihanna. I truly appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Well, have a great day, and I'm gonna keep watching your journey, get that book, and listen to your podcast.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay.